All right, welcome back. More highlights coming straight at you. Let's head over to the Jungle in Lincoln City.
Yes, that's where defending Class 3A state champion Heritage Hills was hosting Apollo. The Patriots have one heck of a home field advantage. And with guys like Mississippi commit Jet Goldsberry and Oklahoma commit Tyler Ruxer, they're so dangerous. Apollo kicked a field goal there to make it just 29-3. But then Jet Goldsberry answers right back. Touchdown to Peyton Gray. It's now 36-3 Pats. And then here's Goldsberry again. They're not done. Goldsberry with a keeper here. That's across midfield down near the 37. And then here comes Goldsberry again. He is so tough. You can see why he's a Mississippi commit. They really liked him they really liked what they saw of him. And now Goldsberry, the screen to Micah Toller, that's a touchdown. 43-3 Heritage Hills. They win big, 57-10 over Apollo Max.
All right, over at Boonville's Bennett Field, the Pioneers hosting Mount Vernon in a battle of 1-0s. They're banging on a drum or a barrel or whatever that is. They are ready. While the Pioneer fan base on fire, so are the Wildcats. First quarter, senior running back Shane Krieger barrels through the Pioneer defense for first and goal. Then Ryder Snodgrass with the option. He keeps it, dives into the end zone for 6. That puts him up 14-0 early in the first. Even on the defensive side, Wildcats flying everywhere over the field, breaking up that pass on a huge hit on Tyler Planner. Halfway through the second quarter, Snodgrass barrels into the end zone again for his second touchdown of the half, making it 21-0 Cats. Pioneers coaching staff needed to answer quickly here. Quarterback Jackson McCain on the slant to Planner, and they continue on marching down the field. A few plays later, McCain would tuck it and run it for the first down, but oh, that was a little late, and that moves the Pioneers closer in enemy territory. And with time winding down in the half, McCain heaves it to the end zone, and Jordan Paul hauls it in for the touchdown. However, the hot start by the Wildcats was too much for the home team Pioneers as they win on the road.
All right, let's head to an interconference game over in Ferdinand. It's Forest Park hosting Perry Central. The Rangers were the latest program to install a turf field for this season, and it's their first game on it. And look at this. Jackson Leakin to brother Cameron Leakin, and that is almost a touchdown. I guess they called it. Well, now here's the touchdown right there. Leakin, Jackson Leakin puts it in there to make it 7-0. Now here's the handoff to Will Steckler, and he drags the defender in for another Forest Park touchdown, 14-0. Commodores trying to get something going, but the Rangers wouldn't let them. Drew Eckert stuffs the run there. And now it's Rangers ball again. Jackson Leakin is going to pass it this time. And Carter Yoakum is on the other end of that little slant. And that's a nice play there. It took 3 defenders to get him down, but the Commodores did. Now the Commodores have it back. They try to do something here, but Noah Parrish is stopped cold. Forest Park wins big, 35-6 over Perry Central.
All right, let's head back in town for another one in the SIAC, and this one should be a pretty good one. Central hosting Bosse. Both teams in bounce-back mode this week. And on Central's first drive of the game, they try and go for it on 4th down, but Bosse's Aiden Boyd gets a sack for a turnover on downs. The very next play, the Bulldogs would give it right back. Devin McBain here would force the fumble and recover it. That's just a peanut punch and then a yank. I don't know what it is, but the Bears have the ball. The Bears would not waste another opportunity. Lance Go would run it in for the first score of the game. Central goes up 7-0. At the start of the second quarter, Aiden Boyd would make another big play, this time on offense as he runs it in for Bosse, making it 7-6 as Bosse fails to convert the 2-point conversion. Bulldogs would look to make another run, but Boyd would lose the ball this time, and Lavendon Wallace would pick it up and score another touchdown for Central, making it 12-6. That's a fun score. Central would retain the lead and win 28-20 over Bosse.
All right, here we go. We stay in town for another one in the SIAC involving 2 teams who are looking for their first win. Jasper at Harrison. We pick up this game. Second half, Jasper up 22-0 already. And there's Jalen Mainers, I should say. Jared's his dad.
He's out of eligibility here.
Jalen throws a touchdown pass, 29-0 Cats. Now Jasper's defense putting into work as they force a fumble. And he's going to get that. Jasper pounces on it. And the Cats would not let up. Jalen Mainers will look downfield, and he can really sling it. Look at this. It is tipped, and oh my goodness, it's caught. Jasper ends up with a touchdown. Jack Levin, what a play, what concentration. Jasper wins it 43-6 over Harrison.
All right, how about that? All right, our final game that we've got tonight, unfortunately, didn't quite get the footage in for the show, but here's the good news is that's why we have 14news.com. We'll have it up there for you in a matter of moments after this show ends. But Aaron and I can do a little bit of a reenactment. I'll play Tate Mallory. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to force you through that. But Mater Dei and Castle go back and forth in this one. It was a fantastic matchup. In the end, Castle hangs on to win it 31-28 over Mater Dei. So again, we will have those on 14news.com for you before the night is over, and then we'll re-air them tomorrow or Sunday. We'll have them over the weekend because you got to see them. They are good. Now, let's check out some of the other scores across the area. Got plenty of good ones to look at. We got in the fourth quarter Madisonville and Hopkinsville. No update on that quite yet, but Madisonville looks like they're cruising right there, Aaron.
Yep, North Posey with a big win. They're 2-0 now, shutting out Tecumseh 34-0. Princeton, they're 2-0 now with a big win over Pike Central. South Spencer falls 0-2.
Yep, and then we got Edgewood, again, as you just mentioned, taking down South Spencer. We can give you all those scores again. That's why we have 14news.com. You can check all those scores out online there if you want to find out how your team fared on Friday night. And, of course, you can rewatch all those games on 14news.com as well. That'll do it for us for Touchdown Live Week 2. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.